What it do though, Divine? Bad. Rolling. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Yup. Out here making it do what it do. I'm about to go up here to I think it's Queens. Headed that way. Just delivered over here in Long Island. Gotta go over here and make the pickup. Keep rolling. And make it do what it do. You're a tribe. Getting close. You really are. But it's up to us. We got to do the work. Stay the course. Excuse me. Today wasn't too bad. I know somebody else having a bad day today. All we can do is just let it flow, no matter which way it goes. Just do our best, do all we can do, and leave the rest up to the divine, the Most High. They can see better than us. We do have challenges out here ahead of us. We do have that, really. Not easy out here. Just clicked on the seat belt. Bump the seat up a little bit, down a little bit low. Yeah, tribe. I'm proud of y'all. I really am. I'm proud of myself too. Came this far. Came a long way. I really did. What? Journey. You know what I'm talking about, tribe. Really know what I'm talking about. It's the journey. Some of our journeys are a lot harder than other people's journeys, but you can't look at their journey. You got to pay attention to ours in line with people that has the same type of energy we have. So just keep moving. That's what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting here talking about this stuff, I'm actually doing it. Not to be bragging or nothing, but that's just my point that I'm making here, why I'm here on this YouTube space. I'll be in the city in a little bit, in about 30 minutes. I'll be going over, I think, the Whitestone Bridge, right into Queens. Going to be in some tight areas. Yesterday I was there, man, what? It was rough, but not really, because this is what I do. So everything that I speak about on here is truth. I don't speak stuff just to be speaking and talking like, oh man, you know, I want to be a content creator. I'm not trying to be a content creator. I just come here to share my life with YouTube. I've been directed to do it this way, so I got to pay attention to that. Not just sit here and talk about a bunch of spiritual things and my life for no reason. It's about networking with people. And I show you, I'm ready to network. So I go out here and I work, and I just stay the course. I don't really know which way it's gonna go, because when I think it's going one way, it go another way. So only thing I do is all I can do. And what I can't do, I just leave it to God. Just like that. And just keep doing what I know best. That's doing me, paying attention to me. I can't live off everybody understanding. I can network with people that align with my direction that I'm going. So I gotta, stay in connection with other individuals. Like how can we grow? I don't want to come here speaking about generational wealth like it's some kind of fancy word or some kind of fancy talk. It's just come out here working like this. Just come out here and work and do whatever you can do. I started working at a hamburger joint. You know what I mean? Like I was selling drugs at 17. I didn't want to, but I couldn't get a job. I was out on the street. My sister put me out. And she was telling me, oh, you got to go out and do this. This guy can give you this amount of money for doing this and doing that. And back then, it wasn't no cell phones, so it was easy. Because, like, you could go and find a cell, just walk into the store, and I got tired of people asking me, you got something, you straight? You know what I mean? Then I got straight, and I started with that. It wasn't really great. That was up and down in my life, and then I worked my way into cooking. And then that didn't really go nowhere, because I was still in and out of the streets then while I was cooking, and I became a mover. Started moving furniture eventually. And I was still in and out, like I was just going through rough, hard times. Like these last 17 years I've been driving trucks, it's been hard. So I just did what I knew best, working with myself. And I just kept believing in myself. I was confident in myself. When somebody showed me something once, I learned it. Not being like not allowing myself to be in a situation where I was unteachable. So I always wanted to allow myself space to be teachable with other individuals and allow them to lead. Well, here's the problem with that. When you allow other people to lead, and then when they start making mistakes, and then you know what I mean, like they think you're gonna judge them because they may say, hey, stack these boxes over there. Oh no, change it, put them over there. Put this upstairs. Oh no, take it back downstairs. Then they start looking like they know they making the wrong decisions and choices, and then they may ask you, what do you think I should put this? I think I should put it downstairs. Oh yeah, it will look good there, but let's put it upstairs. Then they go back downstairs, and then they make you a problem. After you work with people like that, they you know what I mean? Like through their mistakes, they may make misjudgments or whatever, and then they go to looking at you like you're gonna make a problem out of them, and then it's not a one-day process. It could be a year or 2 years. You can be working with other individuals, and over the years, and they still, won't respect the fact that you work with them, even though through their hard times or their misjudgments or whatever, so you was there with them, and then they still won't allow you to grow. So then, and they be in positions like my uncle, for example. He was a truck driver working for a moving company, and so instead of him really helping me to do the same thing that he was doing, he would pay me $75 a day. And then he'll turn around and get another helper and pay him that job. I see him give this guy $240 cash money and pay me $75. And then that guy left, and we still had to work 3 more hours after the guy left. You know what I mean? He didn't use the money to invest in me, to help me get my CDLs or whatever. I fought all this and fought and clawed and was homeless, all type of stuff to get my way here. You know what I mean? And they're still doing the same thing. And they're like 60 and 55 years old, still moving with no type of retirement plan or nothing. All they keep talking about is this fancy stuff that they have because they make good money moving furniture. And now here I am. I'm not beating my body up. I make half of what they make, you know what I mean, a week. But I really, man, it's not about the money. It's just the principle that they could have helped me a lot more than they did. And they didn't. So and I just believed in myself and was confident in myself. So when I worked with my one uncle, when I first started moving furniture, I started learning how to pack furniture really quick. I caught on. I learned how to pack the professional way. I learned how to move baby grand pianos. I learned everything. I learned how to load a car onto a trailer, scrap it down in the trailer. You know what I mean? And then when my time came, when I got my CDLs, I met a guy that gave me a chance at being a moving driver. And I wasn't even supposed to be doing it because I had a felony. And the guy gave me a shot. And I did that work with him like 4.5 years. And I didn't grow out of that. Because I didn't have the right support system. And I really truly needed it. And then, but I was only trying to prove my love to another woman. You know what I mean? Because she was established, doing really good, and she was a professional, and it didn't benefit me in the long run. 12 years, and she still had houses, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? And I spoke about that on one of my lives somewhere here. But yeah, it was just a waste. But not really. I grew out of that. And then the divine stepped in because nobody was there to help me. And so I keep faith in that. The divine, like, they work in the supernatural. And whatever that means to people, if you get it, you get it. Like however it works with you supernaturally, you know what I'm talking about. When it's God, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll come any kind of way. And so we just have to be open to that. And that's what I did. I just kept doing that over and over and over again. And now here I am now. New job I spoke about. I was like, well, I'm going to be going into the city this week. And I'm showing you I'm doing that. I'm going into the city. I'm going into Queens. I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm going into these places. I didn't just say that and then didn't do it. I'm doing it. So I don't come here to prove nothing to nobody. Like, see how I tell the truth? It's not about that. It's just, I'm just sharing my life and, with YouTube, with other people around the world, showing you, like, this is how God moving in my life. But I have to work for it because it's so many people that's in bad energy and they don't care to be out of it. They want to follow the same program as everybody else, but they want to talk that stuff like, God good all the time, but they never good to nobody. Because they don't open themselves up to get to know nobody, regardless of whatever situation they're in, to help a person in true unconditional love. But they speak this stuff, but they don't live it. And it's easy for people to use those words, but then still be in their south low energy. And be in low vibrational energy, be toxic. But then turn around and then tell you something like, God good when he's doing it for you, but then you like, damn, you don't know all my blood, sweat, and tears I just put into this to get here. It's easy for you to say that. Oh yeah, then it's on to the next thing. Now it's a competition. So I like being in solitude. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like forced into that position because of other individuals. I don't want to be in solitude by myself. So it's lonely. But everything, all my hard work that I did led up to this point, and furthermore, moving forward, it's going to be even more greater because I have to create it. And I create with the divine, co-create with the creator, with source, God, the Most High. You know what I mean? Like, I keep doing this. This job may not work out next week, you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's see. I'm a genuine, good-hearted person, and I'm not going to stop being that because everybody else is not being that way. No, I'm not going to follow them. Forget that. I don't care about that. I got to try to turn on my GPS real quick so I can... All right, I'm back.